First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kwadash, and Daban Seros Great Millstone, Wallet is Truth, and also Tudo Filat, that's scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great powerful lesson, the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And the title of today's lesson is AI Digital ID System is already here. So I like to say Shalom to all our listeners and learn. Hope this helped you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, I did a quick Google search of what is World ID or World Coin, So we're going to go into this. We're going to get a little meaning of it. Then we're going to get some photos. Then we're going to get some other videos. So let's start here. This quick Google search. It said, is World ID the mark of the beast? It said, is World Coin the end time global currency? So we already know that they're getting ready to transfer over to a AI digital ID system that's going to be dealing with this new blockchain technology. So we already know that we're very close. And also we know about the election with Trump and Elon Musk. We already know they're getting together. They're getting together to bring forth this fourth industrial revolution, which in fact is this NWO, total control, tracking and scanning and tagging. A lot of these things are getting ready to come into play. And they're already saying that they're trying to launch this World ID or this World Coin, which in fact they call it the orb. It's going to be what you call like a iris scan. So we're going to show photos of it in a minute. So let's get a little bit more. Let's read this once again. It said, is World ID the mark of the beast? Is World Coin the end time global currency? So we already know that, we are almost at the end of the dollar. We know that it's getting ready to be obsolete. They get ready to come into this new digital, this CBDC, this digital currency. It's going to work hand in hand with that grain of rice. So now let's get this here. It said a founder of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has developed a program designed to register users with a global digital identifier. So World ID is meant to give every person his or her own unique digital ID that distinguish individuals from each other and from AI. Say it purports to do this by scanning the user's iris on a biometric verification device called the orb and developing a numerical code based on the eye image. Said the image file of the iris can be deleted and only the code will remain. Said the iris scan is required to make an account with World ID. Said, but it is not connected digitally. Said to any personal information. Yeah, right. Said it is designed to ensure people can only create a single account. Once scanned, a person's eyes cannot be used to create another ID. The user chooses whether the image of their iris is deleted or stored and used for research. So that's another lie. Let's read this little part here. It said World ID is connected to World Coin, a digital currency. See, everyone who registers for a World ID through the orb will receive one World Coin token based on a Ethereum user can create an account and trade in WorldCoin without scanning their iris, but they will not receive a free token or receive a World ID. In addition to giving a free token, now World ID will attempt to make the global digital economy more inquestable. said for all users, Salakia, around the world. So that's all we're gonna get at that. But what that this is going into, this is the beginning stages of this system that is already in place. This AI dealing with what biometrics, dealing with your eye scan, your eye retina scan, dealing with face recognition, what you call just wave your hand, palm scanning, so it's going into these things. It's going what is like an identifier to make sure proof that you are a human. So one thing about it, man, we already know where we at. This is going into this new beast system. It's going into this new technology that is coming into play. You already know that what Trump he's trying to do. He's saying that he hadn't had anything to do with Project 25, but this is one of the part of this biometric global system, and also it's going to be working with these digital IDs. The universal UN global digital ID. So it's going to be globally. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, the hour of temptation. And one thing we come fast approach. What is Revelation chapter 13? So now let's get a little bit some photos of this orb. So we see right here, and the founder of this, or the creator of this WorldCoin or this World ID is Sam Altman. I think I got a video on him. See, so you see right there this orb, that you're gonna have to scan your eye with. They saying it, you could just use it or whatever. It's very convenient. You can either store it or you can delete it. But no, it's gonna be total control. It's getting ready to be mandatory. He calls us all great, rich and small, free and bond to receive that. That's what this is leading to. So this is right here is going to be one part of it, so this is all going to work hand in hand. This World ID, this digital currency, and also that RFD microchip is going to work hand in hand to bring forth this new system, which in fact is the beast system or the new world order. So we're seeing these photos so you can get an idea of what we're talking about. There's another one there, so what is WorldCoin? How does it work? So right here it's showing, it said WorldCoin, a cryptocurrency. And so it's showing you different these different devices, these iris scanning devices. So this is going to be one part of it. So let's open up one of these. See here. Let's open up this first one here. This guy here is Sam Altman. He's eye scanning orb has a new look. So that just shows you the look that it is. Sam Altman, eye scanning orb, has a new look and will come right to your door. So you see it right here. It said the ambitious identity verification project WorldCoin. Let me get this off. WorldCoin, now called World, said wants a future where humans are verified. So, it's like a little tongue twister. But we're not going to read into this report because you're seeing that these things right now is already in place. These things are, let's open it back up again. It's something I might want to get out of here. See here, that's what it says here. It said last year no, I don't think we're going to read it because, it's pretty much simple. It said, let's see, can I get a little meat out of here? No, it's another one I was looking up, but this ain't the one. But one thing about it, though, so we seeing that they already putting this into play. They said they're going to roll this out, this technology. They said they're going to roll this type of technology out. I think it's January of next year. I think it's around January or April, if I'm not mistaken, of 2025. And also we already know they're getting ready to, they're saying there's rumors that they're going to ban TikTok by January the 20th or the 19th. So we already know that's very close to Trump inauguration. So we're going to see what happens then. So a lot of things, are constantly picking up. And also it's very quiet right now. After the election, things got mighty quiet, but we already know that the devil got something cooking. We already know that the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. So now let's go here. It's another little, I want to open this one up here. So this system is already in place. So what I brought this up for, but you already know they was putting these RFID microchips in what they started off in pets. So that's why I said, the title of the lesson is it's already here. So it's already started with these pets for what? Locating your pet, so you can find them, so they can scan and track them. So this right here is getting ready to be a part of this system, what I'm saying? One thing about it, if you don't want to be a participant or don't want to take it under the skin, you will be unalive, so these things are coming into play. It's about to get real. It's just one little part I want to get out of here, and then we're gonna move to some. We're gonna get a precept. Let's go here. Right here, this is what I want right here. It said microchips are small computer chips about the size of a grain of rice. That grain of rice said the chips are implanted under an animal skin with a blank and blank. So that's all I want to get out of that. So you see it right there, right before your eye with that, that corrects. You understand what I'm saying? So, we don't want to, pretty much we go over these things over and over. So this system already been into place. So this is going to be dealing with your buying and selling, your transaction. You will not be able to do a damn thing when they put this new system into play. But through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, the Lord said his servants shall eat, they shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, they shall be thirsty. So the Lord is going to take care of you in these times of trouble. Jacob trouble, the hour of temptation. So now, let's get a quick precept. See if I got anything else before I start the video. No, let's go ahead and get this quick precept. Start here. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. It said, woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So exactly what's getting ready to happen. A lot of people, they're not consulting with the Lord, the voice of the Lord. They're not hearing the voice of the Lord. They're not paying. They showing no disregard. They're constantly scoffing and mocking right now. And that covering that they have upon them, is this covering of this world. The Lord said to be friends with the world is an enemy with Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So a lot of these people, they're constantly, constantly docile, constantly getting rocked back to sleep, left and right. They constantly, they're gonna get enticed. They're gonna be, they're gonna trust and lean in this system that they're putting into place. And one thing about this universal basic income also gonna work hand in hand with what's getting ready to come to pass. So a lot of people gonna get enticed. Let's read in the NLT. It says, what sorrows await my rebellious children, says the Lord. Say, you make plans that are contrary to mine. Say, you make alliance, directed by my spirit, said thus piling up your sin. So that one thing about it, constantly adding sin to sin each and every day. We constantly seeing it left and right. So a lot of our people that's rebellious house, these two there, they're going to line up like clockwork. Take me first. It's very convenient. It's very safe. We're here to help you. A lot of people will be deceived, and you're going to have to suffer that second death. That will be the punishment for taking that, the karagma, that grain of rice, what I'm saying? And also that orb. All these things will go working hand in hand. And also this digital currency, because they're getting ready to do away with this fiat currency, this petrodollar. We already knowing about the BRIC nation. They're already de-dollarizing the dollar as we speak. We know that the war drums are beating. A lot of things are happening right now, and they're constantly adding sin to sin. They're not consulting with the Lord, the men of the Lord. They're of the world, and they will be totally taken away. What I'm saying? Let's go here to verse Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 2 said that walk to go down into Egypt, and has not asked at my mouth the prophet, to strengthen themselves and the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And one thing about it, they're going to trust in the shadow of Egypt, this system that they get ready to put into play. It's very safe. It's very convenient. Just wave your hand. What I'm saying? Just scan your eye retina, your face recognition. It's very safe and convenient. It's harmless. And one thing about it, a lot of people are going to be There's going to be shame. It's going to be confusion. And one thing about it, when you go into that word Egypt, it goes into the house of bondage. We're in our second Egypt right now. We waiting for the Lord to come deliver us, man. We ready to get out of this nightmare. And also the modern day Pharaoh is what Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And a lot of our people, they're listening. This man, this DJ Trump speaking great word. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. We are going to make America great again. What they're going to do is put your ass in these FEMA camps, these chipping states, and also going to take you to these guillotine. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things are getting ready to happen. The devils are getting ready to come down with great wrath. A lot of people, are going to be taken in a great number. Let's read in the NLT. Said, for without consulting me, said, you have gone down to Egypt for help. You have put your trust in Pharaoh. Said, protection. It said, you have tried to hide in his shade. But one thing about it, hey, you think that you're going to be a good case, but one thing about it, you're in for a very, very rude awakening. Verse 3 says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So one thing about it, a lot of people are going to trust in this system. They're going to trust in this government. They're going to trust in this new technology. They're going to trust in whatever this so-called red devil has to offer, and you're going to be destroyed. So let's read in NLT. The Lord said, put your trust in him. The Lord said, do not take it. Trust and believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 3 said, but by trusting in Pharaoh, the modern day Pharaoh is what? The so-called white man, not white, red. He said, Pharaoh, you will be humiliated. He said, and by depending on him, you will be disgraced. And one thing about it, boy, this Bible is spot on. So one thing about it is that a lot of our people are going to be deceived. A lot of our people are going to lean and trust, and they're going to take this chip, just take me. They're going to roll in like clockwork. I had to eat. I need my medication. I had to go to work. Well, guess what? It's not going to be any job. It's not going to be any food, no water. All hell is about to break loose. There will be no inhabitant left here. We go over these things over and over, whether you were here or whether you will for better. Nuclear war is about to come upon us, at any given time. The Lord's getting ready to set it off. We constantly warn you. So now let's start today's video. And after the video, we will start the lesson. And I hope that you will get edified. We are very close to this time. We're very close.
Where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one. And the new accounting is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also, this new money will be sovereign in nature. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private, but what I see are superpowers introducing digital currency. The Chinese were the first. The U.S. is on the brink, I think, of moving in the same direction. The Europeans have committed to that as well. And the question is, will that new system of digital money and digital accounting accommodate the competing needs of the citizens of all these locations so that every human being has a chance to have a better life? Because that's the only measure of whether a world order really serves.
Let's take a look at artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, Neuralink, and Microsoft's patent, WO 2020-060606. Could they be connected to the Mark of the Beast? The Mark of the Beast is referenced in the Book of Revelation, referencing to a mark placed on individuals' foreheads or hands that indicates their allegiance to the Antichrist. In recent years, this concept has been linked to rising technological advancements such as artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, Neuralink, and Microsoft's patent, WO 2020-060606. One of the primary connections between these concepts is the potential for them to facilitate greater control over individual freedom and autonomy. AI has the ability to gather and analyze vast amounts of data on individuals, allowing governments and corporations to track and monitor their every move. Cryptocurrency, while initially marketed as a decentralized alternative to traditional financial systems, has the potential to be used as a tool for tracking and controlling individuals' financial transactions. Similarly, Neuralink's invasive brain-computer interface technology could allow for unprecedented levels of surveillance and manipulation of individuals' thoughts and behaviors. Microsoft's patent, WO 2020-060606, further adds to these concerns as it proposes a new cryptocurrency system that uses body activity data such as brainwaves or body heat for mining and transaction verification. This has led to speculation that the patent is linked to the mark of the beast, with some suggesting that the body activity data could eventually be used as a means of tracking and controlling individuals, even to include their ability to buy and sell. Overall, these technologies have the potential to drastically alter the relationship between individuals and the systems of power that govern their lives. While there are undoubtedly benefits to these advancements, such as increased efficiency and convenience, it is important to consider the potential risks and ethical implications of allowing these technologies to grow unchecked. As this connection to the mark of the beast illustrates, the stakes are high, and we must approach these issues with caution and critical thinking. Not to mention, if you factor in biological identification with a signature that is unique to your genome, your biology, claimed for security purposes, it would be almost impossible to counterfeit such a thing. We need to really pay attention to what's happening, not to be afraid, but to be aware and to be ready. Jesus tells us to be ready.
The chip is coming.
Okay, dope.
When they be having our ass walk up to this bitch and you gotta do that? Oh no. Look, it's to my speaking shit. Hell no. Telling you they about to have our ass. The world about to end.
$2,000 a month in return for getting a chip put in your hand. You heard me right. We'll give you universal basic income, basically. 2,000 euros, $2,000 a month if you allow us to put a microchip in your hand. That's exactly what's about to happen as part of the rollout of the central bank digital currencies. That's a carrot for them to rope you into this mess.
The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name.
Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, is back in the headlines with his rebranded crypto project, World Network. World Network is ramping up efforts to scan every human's iris with its new Orb devices, creating digital passports called World IDs. The goal is to prove you're human in a world full of AI. But privacy concerns are rising. Some countries like Spain and Portugal even issued temporary bans. Follow Mid-Mic Crisis for more updates.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
So now let's start today's lesson, and we'll start here. Let's start here in Isaiah chapter 36. We'll start here. Just a quick let's through the spirit. So we seeing that the system is already in place. So it's right in front of your eyes. And all they're waiting on is the green light. So we already know we coming into we get ready to come into 2025, Lord willing. We hoping that all hell break loose so we can get to what the hell out of here. And also we know that Elon Musk already has the Neuralink already online. They already have the chip. Everything is ready. You know, all this technology is ready to go. And one thing about it, one event, you know, can set everything off. So we know that we're very close. That's why we're constantly warning you left and right. Each and every day we're getting closer and closer. You know what I'm saying, to this grain of rice. We're getting closer and closer to a World War III gonna break out. All hell is gonna break out. Also, we're getting closer to the great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. You know, our faith is getting ready to be tried. It's getting ready to be maxed out through much tribulation. Ye shall enter the kingdom of heaven. Salaki. So now let's start here. And also we knowing that, you know, the other man said, you know, put your trust in Jesus Christ. We're going to put our trust in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. His name is not Jebus. His name is Yahushua Hamashiach. But one thing about it, that's just for edification purpose. And some you already know you got to pick out some of the bones. But one thing about it, through the Spirit, you will receive it. So now, let's start here. Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6 says, Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So one thing about it, that broken reed going into this system, this beast system that they're getting ready to put into place, this NWO. See what that devil said in the last video. And when we're successful, we will be. You know, a new world order. But one thing about it, he's in for a damn rude awakening. And one thing about it is that you see here, if a man lean, you know, or trust or depend, it shall go into what? His hand and pierce it. The charagma. So these things are plain are in his forehead. The what? The Neuralink. These lying wonders make you see again. You know, already have to buy an eye. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to see better. You'll be able to walk better. You'll be smarter. You'll be a superhero. You will be immortals. You know, lying wonders. Counterfeit. You know what I'm saying? Pseudo salvation. I'll put it in that sense. But we're not ignorant of Satan's device. The one thing about it, he's trying to get that advantage. What is that advantage? What is that? What is his device? This evil scheme, this evil plan. Once again, the NWO. That's reading the NLT. So said, on Egypt, if you lean on Egypt, it will be like a reed that splinters. Said beneath your weight and pierce it. Said pierces your hand. Said Pharaoh, the modern day Pharaoh is the so-called white man, DJ Donald Trump and his allies, and and also these international bankers. You know, they said the king of Egypt is completely unreliable. So that one thing about it, you know, this is not going to work. This man is imagine a vain thing. It's not going to profit him. He's going into slavery for 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, he will be totally eradicated. That is the end of his story. And we cannot wait. So now let's go here. You know what I'm saying? He's in for a rude awakening. Let's go here, Salaki. Let's go to Revelation, to the meat of the lesson. Not meant to be a long lesson. Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13. We'll start up at verse 16. Salakia. Revelation chapter 13, we'll start up at let's go straight to the point, verse 16. We know this going into the system. Let's go here, right here. And it reads, it said, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark to charagma in their right hand or in their forehead. That Neuralink, Elon Musk, you know, he's on the scene right now. You know, he's speaking great words along with what? DJ Donald Trump. He already saying about Project 25, say he didn't have anything to do with it. And also he's talking about this global biometric system, or this world ID, or world coin. All these things are going to work hand in hand. It's already here. We're constantly warning you. When it said causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, that's what? Globally. So it's going to be globally, you know, the hour of temptation. So now let's look up this word So we already know these things are already in place. This AI digital ID system. So it's going to deal with AI, biometric, transhumanism, and also Elon Musk. You go get with him, he get you hooked up to the internet. He gonna make you a walking device. You know, that's he trying to do away with what you call the smartphone. You know, so all these things are already here, man. Everything is ready. So now let's go here. Going to this word mark. Let's get it right quick. We go over these things, but it's for edification purpose. You know, we have a lot of new people that's coming into truth. Let's get it right quick. You know, it don't take very long. You know, we can't be lazy. Let's go here. Let's see where it's at here. Let's go into this mark. It says here, it says G 5480. Let's get it right quick. Let's go into this mark. It says here, charagma. Let's see what it says here. It says a stamp, an imprint, mark. Let's see what else it got here. It says of the mark stamp, said on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. But we know that there are many Antichrists, not only one. A lot of people, you know, that's a lot of people teaching of false doctrine. There's going to be one man. There are many Antichrists. If you're not in this truth, you know, you are an Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? If you're not seeking the Lord, you're not part of the elect, you are an Antichrist. It's plain and simple. Let's see here. It's mark branding upon horses. Let's go down a little bit further. We're gonna open up another deal too. It's charagma. It says here, it says stamp as a badge of servitude. You know, so one thing about it, you know, this right here is going to be recognition of what ownership. You know, so this right here, this man is, you know, he wants to put you back as a petrol slave. So we see it right here. That badge of servitude is that what? That grain of rice. It's an art sculpture, fixture, graven mark. Let's see here. Let's go back out. Let's go to the etymology. Let's go here to let's get this here. Let's go into this one right here. Let's go into Corax. So we know this Corax is the what? That the applicator, that, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, that syringe. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to get into, but that, you know, that puncher, you know what I'm saying? We showed it in one of those videos earlier with the pets, with the dog. It says here, he said a pail or steak or a pastel. It says a pail or rampart. See what else we got here. So you know what Corax here, that's the applicator, what they use to put it under your skin. It says here the strong definition. It says scratching, steak. It said what else it says here. That's pretty much we pretty much got the point. So let's go back out of this. See what else here. Let's go back out of this. It's another one I want to get, but I probably, let's see, the etymology. Let's see what this one here. Grapple. So the grapple is going into this. It said to write, said with reference to the form of letters. See what else it got here. I think that's the one we wanted right there. So grapple going into what? Data. You know what I'm saying? Collecting data. You know what I'm saying? With these frequencies, you know, these receivers. I don't want to go too deep in it, but the grapho goes into also goes into, I really don't want to say the word, affine. It goes, it's a grapho affine, if you understand what I'm saying. I had to put it like that because, you can't, they will pull the video down. So it's basically going into data, receiving and also transmitting, tracking, tagging, scanning, dealing with QR codes, these barcodes. So, the grapho. So, just doing a quick little edification on that, because we need to know these things, because this is very important. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, do not take it. So let's go back out and read this once again. Revelation chapter 16 and verse, Revelation chapter 13, and verse 16 said, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, to charagma, the grain of rice, that badge of servitude, so in their right hand or in their forehead. That Neuralink is already here. This WorldCoin, eye retina scan, face recognition, biometrics, palm scanning, the list go on and on. Social credit score, universal basic income. Man, we go over these things left and right. It's going to be dealing with your what? Your buying and selling. Here we go. Verse 17 said, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark to Charagma, or the name of the beast, that system, or the number of his name. So, hey, we are very, very close. Verse 18 said, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Tri stigma. So, that's going into like what you call example of that. When you go to those Roman soldiers, they had a tattoo and it had that tri-stigma. And I had a video on it on a couple of my last video I did on the mark of the beast. It's on there, so I didn't bring it up this time. But that's going to etymology this right quick. Let's go into that 666. Let's get a little bit more on it. But that's basically what it's saying. I usually have that video pulled up about those Roman soldiers, but you can always go back and look at my other Mark of the Beast videos, so it's there, So, hey, man, one thing about it, these things are right in front of our face, man. Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, right here it said, let's get it.
Strong's G 5516. Chi, Xi, stigma.
Chi,
Xi, stigma.
So right here, that's going off right there. That definition right there. So we're gonna go here to get a little of example. I wish I had that video, but that's right there going off right here. But it's going into this badge of servitude, this tattoo, this marking, this badge sign of recognition, so recognition of ownership. So we'll put it to you like that. So now let's go back out and we're gonna read this once again. It said, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding. Who has to understand what? The prudent. Starting with the 104 and also the true believers. That has understanding. Count the number of the beast. That system. It said it is a number of a man. What QR code, those barcodes. What that guy name is Joseph Lohr the third or something like that. He invented the barcode, so it's going to be dealing with your transaction, your buying and selling, your point of sale. So you can get it. So you won't be able to do anything if you're not a part of this new system that they're putting into place. And one thing about it, that we're going to trust and believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So now let's go here and get a quick precept to what I just said about this tri-style stigma. Let's go here to Galatians chapter 6. Let's go here to Galatians chapter 6. Let's see, where is it? No, let's do it in the blue letter. Galatians chapter 6. Salaki being all over the place, but it's for edification purpose. And I hope once again that you're getting edified. Let's see here. Galatians chapter 6. Galatians chapter 6. One moment. Galatians chapter 6. Take that. Let's see. Galatians chapter 6. No, Salakia for that. Have a little problem with the phone. Galatians chapter 6 and verse 17. Let's get this one right quick. Galatians chapter 6 and verse 17. And it reads, it says, from henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahushua. So one thing about that, is going into, his affliction, all the suffering that he went to. And also, that's kind of similar, that badge of servitude or that tattoo, what the Roman soldier had carried around, so that was recognition of ownership, so one thing about it, we own what? The Lord, we belong to the Lord, so we are like, we're prisoners of hope. And one thing about it, that, we're not going to take any other, a mark. The only mark we want to get, hope we have that marker there, what the Thawah, when you go to Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4, we won't get that, but let's give you a little example, so a lot of affliction, a lot of tribulation and persecution getting ready to come upon us, and one thing about it, they're getting ready to introduce that mark very soon. Also, let's go here. Let's get this one right quick, because they get ready to transfer over to this new system, and this money is getting ready to be obsolete. And also, you can go to, I think it's Zephaniah chapter 1. That great crash in the hill, that great economic collapse is very close. Let's get this one. We'll close out. Let's go here to Ezekiel chapter 7. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. And it reads, say, they shall cast their silver and their Salakia. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath and the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their soul, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. So one thing about it, you know, a lot of people think they have resources, finances, doomsday prepper. But one thing about it, it's not going to deliver you from the wrath of the Lord that is fast approaching. If you're not a part of the elect, you're going to be unalive. You will be destroyed. And once again, the Lord said, do not take it. It is a test. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, it's going to be, everyone on the planet is getting ready to be tried. The Lord's getting ready to find out who is on his side. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, he knows that is the elect, the true believers of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh. So we're coming upon that great economic collapse. We're at the end of the dollar. The end of the dollar is what? The end of America. So we're very close, the beginning of sorrows. Also it was an earthquake, I think, in Cuba today also. So earthquakes in diverse places. We cannot hardly keep up with all this these prophecies just constantly speaking loud and clear, man. We're here. Let's read it once again. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their soul, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. So one thing about it's going to be a stumbling block for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to try to save their life. A lot of people are going to try to have a sense of normalcy. A lot of people are going to trust in the strength of Egypt, and it will be your shame. You will be a disgrace, and also you will be totally destroyed. So now let's go to that last and final script. If you take it, this is your punishment right here. Let's go here to Revelation chapter 14. We'll close out here. Revelation chapter 14, and I think it's around verse 9. Revelation chapter 14, we'll start up at verse 9. And it reads that, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, that system, and receive his mark, the charagma, the badge of servitude, the RFD microchip, also the Neuralink, in his forehead or in his hand. If a man trusts and he lean, it goes into his hand or his forehead. Verse 10, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and forever, for quite some time, for a long period of time, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receives the mark or the charagma of his name. Man, I'm telling you, man, we're very close. And it said, let's see, we get let's see, verse 12 say, here is the patience of the saint. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua and the faith of Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we know we're very close. We will not bend a foe. We are right here. That's why I titled the day lesson is, AI digital ID system. It's already here. It's already in place. Everything is set. Everything is started in motion. So, we're going to see how this thing go with these elections. We're going to see, if this man going to get in office, whatever. But we knowing that he's getting ready to get it started. But it's all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. We are very close. Our salvation is at the door. The Lord is getting ready to return. We're constantly warning you left and right. And the prophets are what? Standing on their watch. And we'll stand on fire for Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Keep the faith. Keep believing. Keep persevering. And the Lord is going to show up with great glory and great power. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is AI, digital ID system is already here. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Rekah Kwadash, I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.